What did you want?
Numbers instead of
Lock screen. Uh, Smart lock. Or select screen lock. All right, type in a password. Waiting on viewers and helping my son real quick. You're going to remember that password, right? Because if you get locked out your phone, you're screwed. And I want to know your password. We could put pin.
my password.
Now, put the pin you want.
This is it.
You know, you got to do it again. The same one you just put. There you go. Now it's done. Hi, guys. You all done, baby girl? You all dressed? You going outside?
Yeah.
Okay. I know. Good job. Hi, guys. Oh, this DNA upgrade has been kicking my ass. Literally. I've been having old flaws appear that I thought I got rid of, but apparently not, because they're still in my actions. So, old wounds are approaching me at this moment. Abandonment issues, trust issues, all this stuff is coming up. And I'm noticing it in my relationship with my twin flame. So, I kind of feels bad because I kind of been mean. But it's really insecurity, which a lot of us do. We tend to take our insecurities out on our spouse. Like, they're the ones that's going to do the hurting. When in all reality, we're just reliving the wound from the previous person. So, yeah, me noticing this has gotten us closer. And I will be going to Canada on the 8th of June for 10 days because I missed my pumpkin. And I noticed that when we have long distance time together, we actually bicker and become negative to each other. We miss each other so much it becomes a negative thing, you know? We're frustrated with the situation and we take it out on each other, or we had a bad day and when we want a hug from each other, we can't have that hug, so it makes us angry. And then our vibration is attacking the other person like it's their fault. But in all reality, it's just the universe doing what it does. It tests you. Make sure you grow up first before you get that blessing that you're asking for. And you know, I tell him all the time, I always say this, like, we gotta be patient and stuff. But when it's personally you, it's easier said than done. Let me tell you. Okay, that's why a lot of people don't practice what they preach, because what they preach is so much easier to tell other people to do. But when it's time for them to do it, it's a little tough. Emotionally, physically, whatever. It's tougher in your situation. So, yeah. Stefan's working all day today. I won't talk to him till tonight. And I got to start cooking dinner. But I haven't really been doing any of my videos because I've been closed. Because I've been observing my inside. And, you know, I've been really behind on work. You know, packages have to be sent out, all of this stuff. I have to write the instructions to their spells. But I don't want to do it negative. I don't want to give them that vibration because these goddesses are sensitive, you know? So I know they're kind of maybe getting frustrated or impatient with it, but I'd rather give them magical, good vibrations in their packages than them feeling my depression or my flaws or whatever it is I'm battling, because that shit does transfer, okay? When you touch objects and give them to someone, they don't realize that they're observing that energy that you just released into that object. So when it comes to magic businesses and stuff, if the person that is doing the magic is not feeling right and they still send out your package, a lot of times I feel personally it's tainting the intention behind the magic. So I know they need their stuff and I got it all set up. I just have to personally write out the instructions. And when I do that, I want to do it with energy. I want to do it with the intentions of protection. I want to do it with the intentions of love because I love both these ladies. And, all those good vibes that they need because that's why they're purchasing this stuff. They need it. So I'm trying to get my vibrations back to at least neutral. They've been pretty dark. I have been in bed at night, not doing videos, not wanting to. I haven't had motivation. The DNA upgrade thing has been making me feel tired. I want my days over already so I can be in bed. And that's not usually my energy. Usually, I'm the type that always has to do something because if I'm bored, I start pasting back and forth like I'm kind of doing now. And things like that. But lately, with my energy, I feel like I'm 95 years old. Like, okay, it's bedtime at 8 p.m. And, things like that. But everybody, like I said, everybody responds to this upgrade differently. Some people are getting good blessings, and that's awesome. But sensitives, and not just sensitives, but a seer that sees shit as it's happening, you tend to it's kind of like being on a psychedelic trip every day. Like, you see colors and vibes and little gnomes and shit. Like, that's my life every day. So there's times where it gets overwhelming and I have to shell myself by locking myself in my bedroom in the dark because it helps. Crazy as it sounds. I'm afraid of the dark when it comes to sleeping or anything. But when it comes to me feeling depressed, I like being in the dark and silence because it's like the closest thing to the feeling of death. And, like I said, death is not always a bad thing. Everybody means, like, as soon as you mention death and you in the same sentence, people make it a vibrate low thing. But in reality, it's a way of being in tune with yourself and being able to hear your soul. It's easier when you're in the dark, in silence. You can hear your thoughts louder. You can hear your soul louder. So, like I said, this upgrade is unpredictable for everyone. And it's till, I think it's till the 25th or the 26th. I don't even know what day we're on. I haven't looked in the calendar in like a month. So, all I know is I'm trying to ride these waves. And I feel like in a way it's disconnecting me from the humans. It's disconnecting me from family, from friends. I'm not reaching out. And it's not a bad thing. It's just sometimes we need that moment to be to ourselves. You know what I mean? To truly feel what we're feeling and truly learn from ourselves. And the best way to do that is without distraction. And people and things and situations are distraction. So, people call it Debbie Downer moments. I don't. I actually embrace those solitary introvert moments. But a lot of people can take it the wrong way. You know what I mean? Like if you do own a spiritual business or something and you have people relying on you and you disappear, they take it offensive. But they don't realize that you are riding the waves and the waves change and you're sensitive. That's why you do what you do. And in order to do what you do best, you have to be at your best. You can't feel like shit and then give somebody encouraging words when you're not feeling or truly believing what you're telling them. So it takes a lot of work in the spiritual business. It really does. And, like a lot of us, we seem reliable, like unreliable. There's a lot of us that take weeks to give you your packages or, we have to book you for a reading and it takes weeks. But this is how it goes. This is how it really goes. Like try imagining your job is to stare at someone in the eyes on a roller coaster. Try imagining that. Try locking eyes with someone on a roller coaster while it's throwing you around and going up and down and you don't know the next move the roller coaster's going. That's how energy is with us. We don't know what's next. We don't know if tomorrow's energy is going to be good, if it's going to be low, if it's going to be high, if it's going to be neutral. We find out as we go on with the day. And, like I said, old wounds are coming up. Things that we're in denial about, that are wrong with us. things that we can't let go, or we think we let go, but then they appear. Things like that. Like, it's happening. It's happening. This vibration right now in the soul is intense, and a lot of people don't even realize it. They just realize that life is getting weird. People are acting weird. Things are going weird, you know? Things in the news is weird, like, but they're not putting the pieces together. Why? Nobody really wants to know why. They just want to know what happened. It's basically it. What is that? Oh, that's not for me. But, oh man, let me tell you, we are growing drastically during this DNA upgrade. We are realizing what we really want in life, what our vision is, what our purpose is. A lot of us are starting to see our past life experiences or regressions, having crazy dreams. Some of us that are not even in the spirituality community, some that are even skeptics, don't even realize that their mood switches with moon phase. And you can tell. You can tell, because when it's a full moon, they're a little more overwhelmed and grouchy, and they don't get that the moon has a lot to do with your behavior, emotions, and things like that, intention. Astrology plays a really big part of your life. Trust and believe. I think it's actually mandatory for a spiritualist to at least learn the basics of astrology and how certain planet alignments and things like that can affect you. You know, if you are the type to not do well when the moon is in Scorpio, you already know, oh shit, I got a shield, I got to try to think positive, I got to wear my crystals, I got to protect, and you're one step ahead of the game. You know what I mean? So, it's just a lot. Emotionally, it's a lot, and I've been drained. Like I said, I've been quiet into myself. I am excited about this summer. June, I get to see Stefan, and then right after Stefan, I get to see my family in Jersey. I'm going to Jersey for family strictly. Because every time people say they want to hang out, they stand your ass up or change your plans or some shit. And I'm not beat for that hood rat standing up shit. Like, that's so 1999. Like, I'm done with that. Like, you either want my time or you don't. And a lot of times, the people that want my time never have a good intention. Let me tell you. Okay? So, family in Jersey. Can't wait for that. My sister graduates the academy. I can't wait to hug her. What is it, baby?
When are we gonna go on a plane again?
When are you going to go on a plane again? When it doesn't cost $250 a person or more? And it depends where you're going.
Oh,
Why, you want to try experiencing a plane again?
yeah.
Hey, maybe on vacation next year. Who knows? But
Look.
all I'm trying to do is with this video, because I know I'm not the only one suffering with this energy bipolarness. It's cool. It looks photoshopped, but it looks cool. Is that regardless of the fact, we have to remember that we do have guides and ancestors and attachments, because we all have attachments. Even if people want to claim they don't, you do. That are trying to push you. That's your brain. You know when you're like, damn, bitch, you're being way too lazy. It's time to get up. Listen to your brain. It's hard. It is. You know how hard it was for me to get up today? I didn't get up till 2:30 p.m. out of my bed. I was up till 12, but I didn't get out of bed till 2:30. And I'm sorry, like, depression could do that to you too. You know what I mean? Like, you don't even realize that you just want to be in bed and you're being neglectful or things like that. And I've realized that it's not like you intentionally do it. You don't realize you do it. You know what I mean? So we have to be our own cheerleader. We have to be our own person to say, enough is enough. Shit's not getting done. You needs to get it done because nobody else is going to get it done for you. And that's when you got to put that little flame under your ass, no matter how energy is. You know, it's hard. It is hard. It's hard dealing with energy and dealing with regular life. It's hard dealing with your higher self and your human self because the emotions are different, the vibrations different, the whole train of thought is different. You know, when I'm in 5D, I'm not thinking the same way I am when I'm in 3D. When I'm in 3D, I could be petty. When I'm in 5D, I'm too good for your energy. Like, and not in a way where it's ego, but in a way where it's like now I choose and pick who I want to give my energy and time to. You know what I mean? Like, we can't be wasting time no more with people who are slow in this process. So it's like, yeah, we need patience, but I feel like our patience has to be within ourselves and what we desire and what we're trying to manifest more than patience with other people and their growth. Because once again, we're still meddling in someone else's aura and we don't need to because we need to focus on us. So if somebody's slowing you down, I'm not saying drop them like a bad habit. You can guide them. But at the same time, don't make them slow you down on your process. Don't. Because when you slow down your process to help someone else in theirs, sometimes you miss the signs that are for you personally, and then it gets chaotic. And then you're like how I am now, where you're sheltered and you don't want to talk to people and, you know, you're introvert and emotional and all this. So we got to remember that, yeah, we are here to serve others. That is our sole purpose. But we still have to love ourselves more than we do others. So we can't be really neglectful of ourselves. You know what I mean? That's like washing people's cars for a living, but you never wash your own car. You work at a damn car wash. Why not wash your own car? You know what I mean? My analogies might not be a good idea right now because, like I said, my brain's... But I just wanted to check in with y'all. I'm still alive. As you could tell, I'm still posting like 100 things a day. But the lives, I've been slowing down. I've been trying to get my lesson plans ready too, so I know what to talk about. Getting the hypnosis book all set up so I can continue to read those chapters. We are on the history and the myths of hypnosis. And like I said, one thing that's been happening a lot with my energy is that, and maybe I'm not alone in this. Hopefully I'm not. We all know that the left side of your brain is your logical side, and the right side of your brain is your visuals, your daydreams, your dreams, your imagination, your intuition, all of that stuff, right? That's the right side of your brain. I've been getting severe migraines on the right side of my brain a lot, like every day. Like I'm on ibuprofen every day for the last 2 weeks because it's been so bad on this side of my brain. And I don't know if it's a blockage. I'm still trying to figure it out. If it's a blockage, if it's maybe at the time feeling energy, or if there's something going on with that side of my brain because I use it so much. That's your ability side. You know what I mean? That's your ability side. And I'm always using my abilities. So I don't know if that side of my brain's burnt out.
What is all this?
Burnt out like a damn speaker on maximum. Like, so yeah, that's been my struggle. My struggle is that my right side of my brain, which is the magical part of me, the abilities, the intuition, the imagination, that's all of our side, by the way. Not just me, it's a fact. The right side of your brain is the side that connects you to source. The right side of your brain is the side that connects you to your higher self, your soul. The left side's your logical, third dimensional side. Like, bitch, reality check, you know? And when you're getting migraines on one side more than the other, it can be a sign of imbalancement. Like maybe I'm too stuck in the 5D and I'm neglecting my 3D or something like that. But I know that I have to adjust it because I don't like this feeling. I don't like feeling like I can't wait for every day to be over. Like, oh my God, it's only 2 p.m. Like I can't wait for bed. Or, you know, that's not a good feeling. You should enjoy your days and make them last and fill them up with things to do, not want them to be over. So yeah, vibrations kicking me ass. Mi culo. What are you doing? You following me? She's following me. All right, I see you guys are talking here. Oh, thank you, Roberts. I try my best to talk about it. Somebody parked in front of my house. But like a lot, I feel like even though I talk about my own experiences, yeah, some people might be going through it. But at the same time, I do have people on my Facebook that still need a lot of growth. So a lot of times I'm careful with, I still share everything, but I'm careful with how I share everything because some people are still in that ignorant phase where they're trying to get out of it or still new. And I'm going to be honest, when they're new, I scare them. They wind up unfollowing me or blocking me or even people I've known since I was a kid. So I'm pretty careful with, my alien talk or my fairy talk. But when it comes to soul work, I feel like anybody can relate because we all got a damn soul.
Blindfold me.
What?
Can you blindfold me?
Can I blindfold you? Can you wait till I'm done? Because I need my hand.
But I want to try blindfolding and try to follow you.
No, that sounds like dangerous. You want to try to follow me around the house blindfolded while we have sharp countertops and walls. How does that not sound like a disaster?
Because I want to try seeing if I could try to follow you.
Or bump into a wall and get hurt? Because that's what's going to happen. And you know your mom's always right. I thought so. She blushing. Anyway. Wait till I'm done so I can at least supervise you while you're trying to follow me. But, yeah. Regardless of the fact, this is why I disappeared on live. There's no superior reason. It's more of me just dealing with these vibrations and severing all ties. And not physical ties, spiritual ties. Like cutting energies that are attached to me that no longer help me. Or basically it's like trying to reset your aura. And that's what I've been trying to do. During this upgrade, that's the best thing you can do. I've been doing ritual baths every day with salt, dragon's blood, clear quartz in my water, candles, seriously, every night my baths look like a sex scene from 50 Shades of Grey without all the leather and stuff, you know what I mean? But it's needed. That's what makes me feel better. We have to do what makes us feel better during these hard times with vibration. Because vibration's not always our friend. You know what I mean? I've also been dealing with pregnancy symptoms and I'm not pregnant. And I just found out one of my friends spiritually gave birth. So maybe I was feeling her. You know what I mean? It happens. When you connect with people, you feel them. You feel their struggle. You feel whatever they're going through. So it's crazy. It really is. And these kids have been trying to keep me busy. Like this one right now wants to play football. Wait till I'm done, puppy, okay? And then I'll throw it with you. I gotta put real shoes on too, because I know that grass is wet and I'm wearing Tinkerbell freaking fabric shoes. But yeah, I'm alive. I'm alive and I'm getting back to work. But like I said, I don't want to send out y'all stuff negative or with any kind of bad thoughts or intentions because I'm trying to actually help, not harm. That's my job. And yeah, I also just finished my cycle. It's never good to do magic on your cycle. You know, your cycle is a blessing in a way, even though it hurts, like, you know, your intestines are being jump roped with. But it is a blessing. It's your body cleaning itself, but it's also like the vibration you release during that. The thoughts and I'm so dirty. I feel bloated. That's negative. So when you're dealing with magic or other people's things, it's not good to do it on your menstrual. You're a grouch. We know this. Us women are grouchy, okay? We just want to be in bed and eat chocolate. We don't want to do magic. So when your body says no, listen to it. Listen to it. Yeah, like I said, people could either understand or they can find a way to attack you on it, but you still got to do what's best for you and what's best for them at the end of it all. You know what I mean? Because what if you're feeling negative and you're trying to do a healing spell for someone and instead you make them more sick? You get me? So it's very, very, very important for that. And like I said, right now I'm trying to amp up my energy because it's been being sucked like a vacuum in a vortex feeling. And I've been having things feed off of me the last few days. One of them, I think, is my wife. I hope it is, because sometimes she astros and you know, wound, like, scars me and stuff for protection. But I'm hoping it's her. Because, like I said, I do have an enemy, one enemy in my whole life. I've never had an enemy, like a real legit enemy. So the vibes are different. When you're dealing with something you've never dealt with before, or someone who is beyond the level that you can comprehend, it tends to drain you. Even if you're not feeding them your energy, just the fact that somebody is thinking of you in a harmful way or hates you for no reason or things like that, it can also put a damper on your energy. And no matter how much you shield, sadly, as humans, we like to be liked. We do. We don't like when people don't like us. We don't like when people hate us. We don't like when people gossip about us. You know, things like that. It gets us in a defensive mode. Like, damn it, why can't I just be liked by everybody? But it's never going to happen. So if we even try, that's why I don't want you doing that, baby, because you just poked the corner of the counter. That could have been your head if you didn't have the can on it. Stop it. Take it off your head now. You're too pretty to get deformed. That always works. When you say something they can't say, they can't respond. But yeah. So you always have to constantly clean your aura and clean your energy because seriously, it's unpredictable. And then what other people talk about you or feel about you, that can also like affect you in a way. The more sensitive you get and your DNA does upgrade and your abilities get stronger, the more you're going to feel like the smallest things bother you. And it is a bad thing to focus on the things that are not important. But at the same time, if you're noticing them, that's a good thing. That's sensitivity. That means you're spot on. You're noticing things, which is good. Because we live in a world where everything is basically blindfolding us. Like, it's illusion. So we don't know what's real, what's not real anymore in this world. But when it comes to, like, hate, when your name is mentioned, things like that, we know it's energy. We know it's spell work. You know what I mean? Think about it. When you write, it's called spelling for a reason. So words are important and they do vibrate, as well as the intention behind them. So you're never going to have the whole world like you. Let me tell you that right now. Like, Jesus has haters. Buddha had haters. Like, you know what I mean? People talk shit about everybody. It doesn't matter how much of a saint you are. So to try and be a people pleaser or everybody like you, it's not going to happen. You just have to learn to clean your aura, protect your aura every chance you get from those that don't like you. Because like I said, even them thinking about you, it can eradicate your aura a little bit or the energy coming your direction. So protect yourselves. For those that are dealing with the DNA upgrade, we all are, even those that are oblivious to it. Also realize that your gifts, you will be getting new gifts. You guys will start to discover new abilities. Right now, crazy as it is, I still need practice at it. I've gotten 3 new ones. Well, one of them wasn't really new. I've just gotten stronger on it. Like, if you didn't get any new gifts, the ones that you already have could just be stronger, which is still a plus. Trust me. But, like, for example, my old gift that got stronger is now I can have people feel me without me being there while they're looking at me. For example, because I do it to Stefan all the time, when I am feeling frisky, I stare into his eyes and he can feel me touching him in places and doing things and, stuff like that. So I've been working on that. It's pretty fun. Also, new ability I got, my telepathic abilities have gotten pretty good. I still need to practice them, but I've noticed that it's not me that's having trouble. It's the person I'm trying to communicate with. Like they're blocked for some reason. I need someone who is fully open to telepathic ability or fully believes in it in order for it to work. And I lately have been able to see in the dark, like a cat. I can see things in the dark. If we are on video and your lights are completely off, I can see you. I can see if you're sitting, if you're laying, if you're scratching your face. I can see your silhouette and your aura glow through the darkness. That is new. I couldn't be able to do that before. So I have to work on them. And my remote viewing, it's still on the same level. I haven't been using it as much because the last time I used it, let's just say I tend to tap in on people at the wrong time. Have y'all ever did any of that? Where you tapped into someone and they were either taking a shit or in the shower? Yeah. You try to tap out really quick, let me tell you. You have to reheat it, puppy. But the abilities are changing. They're upgrading with the DNA, with the soul.
Do you have any more cheese pizzas?
No, it's just bacon and pepperoni. What else? I was just going to say something, but these kids distract me. I hate that. Because my mind is set on one thing, and then they totally freaking make me forget. What the hell was I going to say? So, the ascension process is slowing down. We will get into a phase of energy where the ascending part, the beginning of ascension, it won't be the beginning anymore. You either got it or you don't. And if you don't, you tend to repeat a life with the same punishments so that you can learn. You know what I mean? So, all I'm saying is, like, ascension periods are slowing down. We had, not too long ago, I'd say about New Year's, that's when the ascension process stopped. Like, there was little portals you can jump through spiritually into your ascension. But now it's getting harder and harder for skeptics to be ascended. They can't handle it, or they don't want to handle it, or they don't have the time to give to their soul. What? Mm-hmm. You need a plate? Mm-hmm. Just speak. Mm-hmm. Or for heaven, hold your peace without a plate. 555. Make a wish, guys. Mm-hmm. I always tell my kids to make a wish when they see synchronized numbers because they don't understand synchronized numbers. But yeah. Anyway, the ascension process is it's not ending, but it's slowing down and it's getting harder. It's getting harder for those to understand.
How much second?
I don't know, 30. Harder for them to understand it. And those that are just starting the ascension or the spirituality or finding themselves, they are, what's the word I can say? They're not weak, but they are going more crazy and common than we did. Like, yeah, we went crazy, but yo, how many of y'all have people swear they were the resurrection of an energy that was already well known? Like Jesus, or, like fucking Kali, or I'm the resurrection of Kali. No, you're not. No, you're not, honey. Because Kali's energy is too strong for your vessel. I'm just saying. It's a well-known energy. And why would they pick you out of like 8 billion people? And Kali doesn't even like men. So why would Kali be in a male's vessel? Like, a lot of people take spirituality direction to feed ego. And that's the dangerous part of it, because they don't think it's ego. They think it's them boosting their self-esteem or being confident. There's a difference. When you think you're an energy that's higher than other people, that's ego. When you know what you are, but still respect other people and see them as equals because they're the same practical energy you are because they came from the same damn source, that's confidence. You could say, I'm a fucking boss. I'm a G. I'm this. But if you're not putting other people down, that's confidence. If you're like, you're G2, you got this, you're a goddess. You know, you're empowering other people. That ain't ego. Because you're actually putting someone up on the scale with you that feels like they're not on that scale with you. You get what I'm saying? So people need to know the difference between that. Okay? And you know, you're not the resurrection of nothing. You are your own deity. You are your own creation. Maybe you don't know your soul name. I know mine. I know mine. I know how old I am, how long I've been on earth. You know, I know enough to know that my energy doesn't have an age when it comes to the universe because we're ageless. Age is a number on earth, third dimensional. So when people are like, oh, in the universe, I'm 5,000 years old. No, you're not. You're ageless. If you're immortal, how do you know how old you really are?
It just came out the microwave, so it's a little bit hot.
So, you know, it's always a bigger picture to things. And people sometimes don't want to see the bigger picture. They just want to see up to what makes them feel good. And I'm sorry, but spirituality doesn't always feel good. It don't. Because the universe sometimes smacks you with the reality stick, and it sucks. And when you have ego, the universe will make sure karma puts you back in your place and lets you know, like, you're still human, okay? You have to balance that out. You know what I mean? You got to balance out your God self and your human self. Because think about it. If you only stay with your God self in this world, how can others connect with you? How can others understand where you're coming from? Because you don't know how to explain it or show them in a third dimensional plane, take their hand and lead them to the fifth dimensional plane. You're just in fifth dimensional plane talking terminologies and all of this stuff. And they're like, what the hell is she talking about, yo? Like, seriously, what is she talking about? But it's because you're not balanced, you know? There's a way to talk to certain groups of people. You know what I mean? For example, you're not going to go to a club, a Thug Life club, where they're playing rap and hip-hop music, sounding like a valley girl from Cali. Like, they're going to look at you like, bitch, what you just say? We don't understand that language. Like, you have to learn to be a chameleon in this world in order to survive. You are a starseed. Most of you are. Most of you are starseeds. So you have that natural ability to fit in. If you really wanted to. You could speak thug. You could speak like a preppy white girl. You could speak like, you know, a Latina in the hood. You could speak like anything because you know how to fit in. It's balance. You know what I mean? You got to kind of master that 5D, but you also got to master your 3D. And I always feel like...
Where's my pizza?
Right here.
That's mine.
Oh, I don't know.
Mine's in the orange plate. It was right here.
How do you... Oh, I put it up there, Damien. I had to put the milk away. Because y'all take things out and don't put it back. Like I was saying, I'm sorry. These kids are like making my brain all confused. But, see, 3D, 5D. When you're talking 5D, you got 3D issues just popping up. And you got to learn to bring yourself back down. It's a time and a place for both dimensions. Let me tell you. And that's the problem. Why a lot of our brothers and sisters that are in this path tend to deal with the most chaos or can't find a job or wind up in an asylum or on drugs or in trouble or in jail because they don't know how to balance themselves and come back down to a reality where people can understand where they're coming from. Communication is super important in both dimensions, okay? It's a vibration. Communication's a vibration. So if you can't communicate with the third dimensional plane, human being species, and you know, most of us that are sensitive can tell right away if somebody is something bigger or if they're just energy. Okay, you can tell. Like first 2 minutes of conversation, you can tell. Okay? Also features of their face. can tell you a lot. If you know somebody's not on that energy, that's when the patience part has to click back on. And you're like, okay, this person needs a little patience. I got to learn how to explain this in a way they understand. It's like a child. You're not going to teach a child about sex and drugs and be blunt with them to the point where you're like, you know, being brutally too honest with them. And they're young. You get what I'm saying? Everything has an appropriate time and age, things like that. And it's the same with adults. Because you'll be surprised. Some people look old, but they still got a kid mentality. So you got to talk to them in baby terms. Okay? And have that patience. So we do need to balance the 5D and the 3D when it comes to communication with other people. And we have to learn to write out this energy, learn to shield and protect, dedicate 10 minutes every single day to yourself. Either meditating, a ritual bath, maybe some yoga, maybe some stretching, maybe some quiet time with tea, and you shut the kids up for 10 minutes. Something. But you have to dedicate time because it's the only way your soul actually feels the love and the appreciation from you as its vessel that it's operating in. Okay? So, yeah. Frequency, crazy. Some, it's kicking our ass. Some, it's blessing us. Some, it's changing our gifts. Some, it's exposing flaws and wounds. The truth is smacking us in the face, ready or not, here it comes. And that's okay. That's okay, because that's part of your journey. That's part of your journey as a deity in a vessel trying to create a purpose to help Gaia and your human species. That's all it is. Sometimes our challenges can seem like they never end. Sometimes they defeat us. Sometimes we want to give up. Sometimes we feel, why is it always me, or any of that. We need to remember one thing. You made it this far. And everybody has trauma. Everyone. Some type of trauma. And you're still here. And you're still shining. And you're still living every day. And you're still speaking your truth. And you're still sacrificing your vessel and letting it be judged and called crazy because you're speaking your truth. This is a job within itself. Let me tell you. Losing friends, losing family, losing people that just think your mind is somewhere else. It is. It's a universal mind. It's a cosmic mind. It's a psychedelic, natural mind. More than the brainwashed, more than the voters, more than the sheeples. That's a blessing. Let people call you weird. Weird is not a bad word. I don't know why society created the word weird to vibrate low. It's awesome. When people call me weird, I'm like, thank you. I know. I'm an original. Okay? There ain't no copying of me. There is no copy of me. I am myself. There is no one that looks like me, acts like me, speaks like me, talks like me, dressed like me. Even if they try, they're not me. So weird is awesome. Weird doesn't mean bad. Weird means unique, original. Nothing wrong with that. Don't get offended when people call you crazy or weird. Because you know what? The truth is, it might be crazy to them because their life is still on still. It's boring. So when something's different than what they're used to, it's crazy. How many times did you see something nuts happen? Somebody get hit by a car and you're like, whoa, that's crazy. Because you never saw it before. But it doesn't mean it's a bad thing. It just means, holy shit, that was unexpected. That was unpredictable. Just like you are. There's nothing wrong with being unpredictable. It makes it fun. It does. So, embrace yourself. Embrace your energy. Embrace what you're going through, good or bad, because it is energy. It's your upgrade. It's your vibration. It's your journey. Everybody has a story to write. And this is just a chapter of the story. It doesn't make it the whole story. So, all I'm saying is protect yourself. Study your emotions and the vibes that you're feeling in your home. If you don't feel like they're positive, if people are getting more tension, if people are getting more tensed up for no reason, and there's a lot of fighting or bickering, it's time to cleanse that home. Burn some Palo Santo or sage with a window open or a door open. Demand the negative to get out, smoke up the house, and then seal it up with salt in all the borders of your windows and doors. Seal it up. You could also seal it up with crystals in each corner of the rooms. So, I hope you got a lot of crystals for that, though. But, just be. Be, observe, and study. Because life every single day is a study. Life is school. Okay? You're getting schooled every day that you are dealing with yourself. With what you like, what you don't like, the changes. You are coming from a caterpillar to a butterfly on a daily basis. You are. Try to look back at yourself last year. Do you like the same things you did last year? Do you have the same mindset you had last year? Same style? Same type of music? No. It changes and mutates. Just like everything else in nature. So remember that everything passes, good and bad. It's never forever. Everything is temporary. And you have to learn to embrace the good and the bad in order to get that blessing. Because you're always getting tested. The universe says, yeah, let me throw this chaos at you. Let's see how you handle it. Because if you don't handle it well, how are you going to handle your blessing? That's all I'm saying. So try to boost your energy. It's a statue. It's not a real potion. Try to boost your energy. Try to center yourself. Be in the moment. Because a lot of us are overthinking the future too. We're so excited about the future and anxious about the future that we're neglecting the now. And the now is what we need to appreciate. The future will come. We have to let the future mold itself by working on our presence. Because without the present, you ain't got no future. Okay? I love you guys. Stay awesome. Stay gods and goddesses, because you are. It's a fact. And remember that you are in control of your life and of the vibrations that you want to deal with, regardless. And like I said, old wounds are spreading open right now so they can heal properly because they didn't heal the last time. If they're still there now, they didn't heal the last time. So face them. Face your fears also, because fears keep you stuck. They keep you on level 1 of the video game we call life. And we always want to level up. Okay? I love you guys. Stay woke.